Happy New Year's to everyone. Yesterday I made sauerkraut for today. We've already been into it like multiple times. It is so delicious. But like I said, Olivia does not like sauerkraut, so I am going to make her just a little miniature meatloaf. Because I have this in my freezer, and it's probably less than a pound of ground chuck, but it'll be perfect size for just a little baby meatloaf. Now what I need to do is get this thawed out in the microwave. I hate thawing out hamburger in the microwave because, you know, it kind of cooks it inside a little bit, but I'm going to do it just a little bit at a time. Pop this in the oven and let it bake away. I like to cover mine a little bit, just very loosely to get it started. Just kind of fold it over like that. Now I'm going to go ahead and get started on my black-eyed peas. So for my black-eyed peas, I'm going to put a little bit of bacon grease in the bottom of a pan here, my little pot. I'm not making a lot, I'm just making a little because I think I'm probably the only one that likes them. So I'm just going to stir that around, and that's going to help season the beans, or the peas. I've already washed these. You want to make sure that you wash them really good, and you need to pick through to make sure that you get all the bad peas out of it. And you know, sometimes there's little pieces of rock in there, so you need to make sure that you get those out. I've washed those like 3 different times to get you wash them to the water it's nice and clear. And then in here I just got some garlic and onions and some jalapeno peppers. This is going to give it just a little tiny bit of heat, which I really like. Some people put red pepper flakes in it, but I'm losing it. I like to use a little bit of jalapeno pepper. I'm just going to put that in there and saute it up. Just until it gets nice and soft. And I'm using some just smoked ham. I think this is the Cumberland ham. They're just like little ham steaks, so I've diced those to bite size. I'm going to go ahead and toss those in there. stir it around. And then really all you do next is just add your peas. Go ahead and add your peas in there. Look at that. Are you seeing that? Let's go in a little bit. Look at that magic. It's really so good. And then normally I like to use chicken broth. Do I have it? I don't know if I have it. I do. I have some chicken stock. I thought I was out. And we're just going to cover the beans. We're going to go a little bit over, because I like mine like soupy, like soup beans. Because these will cook down. You know what? I'm just going to use that whole container. That is 32 ounces, so that's 4 cups. And if you don't have chicken stock, you can use like water and then the little chicken bouillons. And I'm going to add a little bit of, where is it? My minced onions. Because you know, regular onions don't really add flavor, it just adds texture. And these have an abundance of flavor. I cook with these all the time. You guys already know that. Give it a stir. I'm not going to add any additional salt because the chicken stock has quite a bit of salt in it. Add some pepper. I'm about out of pepper. Uh-oh, we're out of pepper. We're officially out of pepper here. I think I'm going to add just a little bit more water to that because once those cook down, like I said, I want them to be a little bit soupy. Then all you do is bring them up to a boil and put a lid on them. And then we're going to turn them down and let them simmer once they come to a boil. Now I'm going to check my broth here for, you know, for flavor once they start cooking a little bit. I might need to add, you know, maybe a little bit more onion flakes, maybe some additional salt, but I don't know. We'll see. We're going to let those start cooking, and I'm going to check on my meatloaf. All right, now it's time to make the cornbread. Everything else is just about done. So I am so ready to eat. I can't even tell you how amazing my house smells right now. I'm going to do my cornbread on top of the stove. I'm not going to bake it. Just do like what Mom calls a little pone cornbread. So I'm just going to give this a mix. You make it on top of the stove kind of like you do pancakes. Very easy to make. Let me tell you, I've been dipping in and out of those black-eyed peas, and they smell phenomenal. Meatloaf's done. Still sitting in the oven, nice and warm. Potatoes about done, mashed potatoes. Gonna heat my sauerkraut up. This is my black-eyed peas. Look at that. Don't those look amazing? They taste absolutely delicious. I have been in and out of this broth. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have some cornbread to soak that up with. We're gonna have another bite. Turn that stove off. Look at that. Just like a pancake. It's gonna be nice and thin. Like I said, we're gonna cook this right on top of the stove until we're gonna flip it just like we would a pancake, and it's gonna be just as good as if we put it in the oven. Mom done this all the time. I'm telling you, we cannot stay out of these black-eyed peas. Look how amazing that meatloaf looks. Can't wait to dig into that. Who else gets super excited about eating? I know I do.